welcome to the show celebrating sweet success at the Institute of Business Management, powered by Cadbury Dairy Milk and Dreamworld Resorts. I'm your host Sarah Mashhood, Chief Operating Officer, Talk Corp. Today in the studios, we have a super inspiring individual, born with cerebral palsy but has never let her disabilities define her. Have seen her inspire many. Just recently experienced her power talk at a conference. She's a gold medalist from IoBM and has worked at Unilever Pakistan for 4 years. She's now the director of Westbury Group of Companies, runs her own brand Shahenshah and exports it globally. Her initiative SYC Show You Care aims to make Pakistan more accessible for physically challenged. Let's find out more about our friend today. We present to you the one and only Farhat Rasheed. Assalamu alaikum Farhat. Welcome to the show. How have you been?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for inviting. I am good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for asking. Farhat, you've come after a long time to IoBM. What are your feelings? What do you feel?
It's just very refreshing, and it's always a pleasure visiting your own campus, your own university, where I've spent my 5 years. And I must say that those 5 years have been my golden year. Had a great time, learned a lot, and I think these 5 years are my steps to success as well.
So if I had to ask you about your journey over here, starting from the admissions.
Starting from admissions from my childhood, I would say, would have been quite challenging. Being wheelchair bound by birth in Pakistan is not that easy because over here there is not much awareness. I was diagnosed about my cerebral palsy at the age of 8-9 months. Okay. Initially, it wasn't even diagnosed properly. Once it was diagnosed, I went through a lot of tests and procedures, and at that time we realized that I was mentally all right, but physically challenged. All my 4 limbs were affected. Okay. Then one of our family friends, she gave me the courage that, she gave my parents the courage, because I was a baby at that time, that I should have a normal education. Having a strong family background, no financial problems, I had a big issue in getting admissions. There was a stigma that special children should go to special schools. They did not see the capabilities and the merit that I can clear the test. But my family kept on knocking the doors, my parents kept on knocking doors, and then the ways, it turned out well. And I did my O-levels from CES. Where it was a very good school. They kept me in all activities. I used to play piano.
Wow.
I was in the school band, and they ensured that I participated in all stage functions, which gave me confidence. I also played some sports in my own way.
Wow.
And then when I went for my A-levels, again, I could not get admissions in various schools. I got comments like our building structure will get spoiled if they make a ramp, because what my necessity was that there has to be a ramp and a bigger washroom.
Okay.
Nothing related to education.
Yeah.
Because I could write myself, I could understand, everything was fine. But even these small steps are not available in any of the schools. So like any other child, I was also dreaming to go to bigger schools like Lyceum, Grammar. Couldn't go because of the lack of accessibility.
Okay.
When I went to foundation, I was not that satisfied initially, but then it was much better than studying privately, because I used to think that I may not be able to go to school at all. But when our principal, Ms. Raina, she said that my kids will learn from you.
Wow.
That really inspired me, and I was like, it's a very big sentence.
It sure is.
Likewise, Sir Sami in CES, he ensured that I participated in all stage programs, irrespective of my problems.
Yeah.
If kids were dancing, I used to sing.
Yeah.
If kids were performing, I used to play piano. So it's something or the other in different manners. So I was like, okay, in foundation, I'll be happy as well.
Yeah.
I did my A-levels. And then, of course, everyone would like to go to good universities. And at that time, the best university, because CBM was very new at my time. And obviously, it takes time for any university to develop a name.
Yeah.
I had very limited options, and I could not apply to IBA, to Zabis, anywhere.
Why?
Because the city campus had stairs.
Okay.
I couldn't move around properly, and my father was like, it's a 5-year program. and I don't want you to be in one classroom. I want you to move independently everywhere. Sabbath had stairs also. I wanted to go to IBA, but I couldn't because of the city campus issue. Karachi University was accessible. Then I came to CBM, where I met Sir Talib Kareem, and he said that it was my dream to make the entire campus accessible for all.
Wow.
So those words gave me the courage, and I was like, people like him are very less, who has thought since day one that there has to be accessibility for every place. And then I'm like, this is the place where I can, live independently, study independently, and then move on in life. And then one of my really good friends, he said that university is good, you will learn a lot, and then believe in yourself. It's the personality that counts. Because at that time, there was a wrong notion, I would say, not the correct notions, that only alums and IBA people get good jobs. And it was always my dream to do a good job on my own merit. So I was just, thinking negative at that time, that maybe I may not get a good job.
Yeah.
But then one of my friends really encouraged me that no, it doesn't matter. And today I am happy to say that my 5 years at CBM went really well. Had a great time, met really good faculty, principal over here, deans over here, extremely well. They never differentiated me. I could move around to computer lab, to libraries, to classes, everywhere. There were lifts, ramps, and that means a lot for me. These are basic necessity steps, but for me, it is the most important step. So I developed again confidence from here as well. And then yes, I ended up working at good places too.
Yes, we're gonna come to that, but tell me any advice from the faculty that has stuck to your mind or been there or has had a lasting impact?
The faculty over here, as I said, never ever differentiated me. They always treated me as a normal individual. They always believed in my capabilities, and they always said that, Farhat, we are sure that you will get good jobs wherever you'll apply. They also offered me a job over here as well, in admin department.
That's
they did offer.
huge.
Yes, I was very much pleased with that gesture, and it was an achievement for me that getting a job here too. And then they said that don't worry, we are 100% sure that you will get a job in a good multinational too. So that really encouraged me. It really, because I went through a lot of struggle during my teenager life. Which I can tell you later in the stories as well.
Later. Okay, but Farhat, you have a great group of friends from here, and you also are a gold medalist from here. Any incidents, any memories that you've made?
Here, yeah, of course. I think we had a good time in the cafeterias, chilling around in libraries, and also the computer labs. Obviously, the functions over here were great. So, and especially, 5 years bonding is a lot.
True.
Because I did my education straight, my BBA honors and MBA. I never took a gap. And I think the bond we created over here, today also my friends are really close. And I'm very fortunate that at all my level of education, I met really good friends that helped me around in basic things as well. And I never felt anything which I was lacking behind. So that was, I think, the biggest thing for me, and I'm grateful to Allah for giving me such good universities, for giving me such good friends. So I've been blessed.
Yeah, mashallah. Acha, you were at Unilever Pakistan then for 4 years. You were there as assistant brand manager. How was your time there? If you could share any key learning takeaways or highlights from that time.
Through CBM only, I got the opportunity to apply for Unilever. I had a good GPA, I was a gold medalist, and I was applicable to apply for the test. But of course, you know that getting into Unilever was really difficult.
Of course.
And again, it was a dream of every second student to work over there. So, and my friends had like 40, 50 options to apply. And I had only few, not because I didn't have the degree, because of the access. I did not wanted anyone to carry my wheelchair to go up every day. It was not safe for me. And I don't like people carrying me also. It's my basic human right to go independently. So my friends had so many options, I had such less options. But I just had a positive approach. I kept on applying. There were 6 rounds of interviews,
Wow.
1 test, 5 interviews.
Yeah.
It's a 4-month procedure, very stressful days. But then in the last round, where Chairman Unilever, Ehsan Malik, in my interview, he said that I am not hiring you because of your disabilities. I am hiring you because I know your abilities. And that gave me the immense satisfaction that all the sympathies, the things I've faced, today after 24 years of struggle, a chairman is appreciating and counting my abilities. So that was something really big, for me at least.
Yeah.
And I got a job, which was
Yeah.
achievement for me of the biggest dream come true of my life.
And if I had to ask you, how did your role at Unilever Pakistan help you with your role at Westbury Group of Companies as director?
Unilever good thing was that they really believed in diversity.
Okay.
And whatever events, whether it was events with other companies, whether it was fashion shows or it was any other internal corporate events, they used to make me go forward.
Wow.
And they used to really encourage me, and they were proud to hire me because I was the first wheelchair bound user over there.
Okay.
And even the global CEO, when he came across, he said that I have seen a lot of special people working in Unilever in US and UK, but not in Pakistan.
Okay.
So, you know, that really developed me confidence. I started traveling from there. You know, I never ever traveled alone in my life. But post my working experience, I started traveling alone with the help, of course, but without my family. So that really encouraged me, and I really developed a lot of confidence. Very good atmosphere, very good people, learned a lot. And then, of course, I had to ultimately help my parents, especially my, in business, I would say my uncle and dad, because I felt that they have given me so many years to raise me the way I am.
Yeah.
And now it's time for me to do something for them.
Of course.
So although I was having a great time in Unilever, but I had no problem over there.
Yes.
It was a very glamorous, wonderful world I was working in celebrities and shoots and everything.
Yeah, all the shebangs.
And going into a local setup was a very big move for me.
Yeah.
I was confused, to be honest,
Okay.
because एक तो होता है ना कि you're not satisfied with the way you are at working, but I was satisfied also.
Okay.
But yes, I had to go there and be there for my family as well.
Yeah.
So I would say that my mom has spent sleepless nights during my education days, you know, everything, running around with me everywhere where I go.
Yeah.
My father gave me confidence, my uncle been there to develop me in every way possible, my grandfather who ensured that I live a normal life.
Yeah.
So these 4 pillars are very important for me, and then I was like, I'll just go and do my family business. So when I went there, our company, Westbury, is a trading company mostly.
Okay.
We do trading of edible oils and other commodities. But when I entered our office, my uncle and dad said that since you have come from a brand's world, start any brand you want to.
Okay.
So we used to export rice on a very small scale,
Okay.
maybe 6. But then setup was there. So I said, since we have a plant, since we have a setup, I can start a rice brand. And that's where I started Shahenshah rice brand.
Yeah.
There's a difference, of course, between a beauty brand and a commodity brand. All these shashkas and the spends which I used to do on the media level in Unilever.
हाँ, चावल मिला के दिखाओ.
यहाँ तो नहीं कर सकते. इतना margin ही नहीं होता.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
Because commodities has a very low margin.
Yeah.
It's all on turnover.
हाँ.
And again, multinational and local have a different modus operandi. You can't do that. So, but of course, the learning I had, I could apply. And training everyone from scratch, because people who are used to doing trading
Yeah.
are not used to doing the brand's work.
Of course.
So I hired young resources, I hired new resources, I set up the entire supply chain, the distributors, and that's on about. And today, alhamdulillah, I have a local brand, Shahenshah. And apart from that, I'm doing private labeling of multiple customers globally
MashaAllah.
in UK, USA, Canada, Malaysia. So, and multiple places. So, yeah, that's all about it. So, and we have multiple brands globally.
Yeah.
We cater to whatever they want. They send me their bags and artworks, and we deliver rice, export them everywhere.
Wow, that's amazing. And any unique challenges or opportunities you've encountered in the global export market? वहाँ का क्या?
Rice market is very, very difficult. You
अच्छा,
don't know what
कैसे?
happens because India is a very big challenge for us as well. Their prices are also low, and then it's very difficult to attract the customers.
Okay.
So you need to monitor the market really very closely. It's not an easy business.
Okay.
But again, I like challenges, and I've been used to it. So simple work mein maza nahi aata. So challenging is much more better. Apart from global, I had a difficulty here as well. In Pakistan, there are usually males in the business.
ये मेरा एक और सवाल था. हाँ, ये क्या है?
When I go in the events, still today, there's a big association by the name of REAP. It's a rice association.
Yeah.
There are all men around.
Yes.
Coming from Unilever, we were like a lot of females in the brand marketing department.
Yes.
Firstly, in my own office, there were very few emails. We started hiring at our office first, and then when I went outside, I don't know why, it's mostly a very chauvinist and it's a very male-dominating industry.
It is.
The daughters and daughter-in-laws, I don't see anyone in the commodity business. There are a lot of females doing other work,
Of course,
but
yeah.
not the commodity
Yeah.
business at all. So it took me a while to settle down. There were tough moments as well.
Yeah.
People thought that I won't be able to do anything because I'm a female. And
Would they
being
take you
a-
seriously?
It took me a while, to be very honest.
Yeah.
Like, ek to female hai, plus special. So what will she do? So they were like, never really counted me that much.
Yeah.
But today, they are my competitors. And
Now they know.
now they know that this is what is happening around. So yeah, things changed. And as I said, that I don't give up and I like challenges. So it did took me a while,
Yeah.
but managed it.
Yeah. Wow. Acha, and tell us about the start of your Show You Care initiative. उसकी क्या achievements रही हैं in promoting accessibility and inclusivity in a country like Pakistan?
Basically, everyone works for their own livelihood, of course. But I felt that we should do something for others as well.
Okay.
So the struggle which I went through as a special child in the family, and the limitation mainly was accessibility for me, because you hardly see anyone
Yeah.
wheelchair move around.
Yeah.
When I travel abroad, I see people crossing roads, I see people shopping, I see people in schools,
Yeah.
offices. When I was young, I thought that I am the only wheelchair-bound girl in Karachi, and there is no one. But when I went for my physiotherapy or for my little treatments, I saw so many kids around, and I was like, where are they? They're all locked up inside the houses. They don't have the means to come out. And after 10 to 12 years of age,
Yeah.
a mother cannot carry a child in buses and rickshaws. The child grows.
ऐसे ही है.
It's not that easy. There are no accessible vans around. There are no places with ramps. I having all the means, even I can't go to majority places. With my this motorized chair, it's so heavy, it cannot be carried. And I don't like to be carried also. So you know about YLC conference.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful conference with amazing people over there. They gave us a project that one issue you think is lacking in Pakistan. For me, this was a really important issue. Pakistan having 10 problems. This is highly neglected and not even highlighted. And I know kids who have the mental caliber but cannot come out. So like mothers who are financially also deprived with the very conservative in-laws.
Yeah.
How will she struggle and make the child grow? And these children are so unique that they can contribute so much. So I started my SYC Show You Care with my family and friends. We did multiple events. We did loose talk, plays, seminars. I called all the architects, builders, lawyers in all my seminars. We got pretty good responses as well. We made few ramps in restaurants, in banks.
Wow.
I also helped certain children
Yeah.
to get admission in schools because I was being rejected by so many. And I was fortunate to have an educated family background that they kept on convincing. But a mother who's already under pressure, she can't convince that much.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And my family, they also started a therapy department under my name.
Okay.
Farhat Physiotherapy Rehabilitation Center in Kharadar Hospital. We run a charitable hospital in Kharadar. I am part of it. I work with my uncle over there. So, and over there we give a very subsidized rate for physiotherapy. It's a long-term treatment. It's not for a short time. And the people who can't afford, we also give them free of cost treatments because we cannot forget the time which we have gone through. So SYC is a long-term journey. Changing the entire Pakistan is not that easy. But wherever I go, I try to convince them. And my parents, now it's a funny thing, initially they used to feel that if Farhat would hear certain comments, sympathies or stares, she will be upset. And yes, I used to be upset when I was a kid.
Okay.
But now they know that अब तो ये लड़के आ जाएगी सुना के आ जाएगी कि यहाँ मेरी फैसिलिटी क्यों नहीं है. So now the upsets and parts I've been like immune to it now.
Acha Farhat, so you also have a strong belief in focusing on your abilities rather than disabilities. How has this mindset influenced your life and work?
Sarah, I believe that every person has certain challenge in life.
Okay.
Whether it's financial, emotional, family issues. My issue is physical. It's just the differences that's visible to everyone. So it's all on us that whether हम ज़िंदगी हंस के जिएं या रो के जिएं. So if you cry, there'll be no one behind you. Right. And if you live happily with a smiling face, the ways get through. So I believe that first you identify your problem, accept it, and then face the world. If you can't accept your problem, then you won't be able to move on. So I started thanking to Allah whatever I've been blessed with. And that's how I started focusing on my abilities and the way my family has raised me. And I'm blessed to have such a family.
Alhamdulillah, that's nice.
Who has given me confidence to move on. And to be very honest, being on the wheelchair and studying in a normal school with all kids running around, working together with people was quite challenging. But then I've been doing that since very first day. So I have been used to that, and I'm thankful to Allah that I can work around, keep myself busy. Because the more busy you are, the more constructive you are, the better you live in.
True.
Because at bad moments, nobody is there. And at good moments, people are all with you. So you need to be strong to face your own issues yourself.
Yeah. And so what steps do you think are essential to make Pakistan wheelchair friendly? And how can the community, like how can we contribute to this cause?
I think public and private sector both play a very important role. Private sector, I would say that every individual, they can start from their own areas. You know, any school nearby, any restaurant nearby, or even from your own house. Start constructing a ramp. A ramp just costs like 10 to 12,000 rupees, no big deal. Put mobile ramps, if not convincing, start from your own areas.
Yeah.
Any child you see, you know, motivate them. Because special child only needs some extra time, a little encouragement, and then he can do wonders. No sympathies, no becharis, no becharas, because that just demotivates someone. A little positive word and maybe a smile makes a difference. And little baby steps which a child does, and the happiness you see on the mother's face is just the ultimate. Any little step, any achievement, and the way the child is overwhelmed, the way a mom is overwhelmed, that gives immense satisfaction, trust me. And public sector, I would say, to improve the overall Pakistan condition, कहते ना कि डंडे के बगैर काम नहीं होता. So I have studied all laws. And internationally, I can sue the owner who does not give the access. And over here, people don't even know the meaning of ramp. So मैं तो KBCA, DHA, सब laws वगैरह पढ़े, लिखा हुआ उसमें, ramp है, हर चीज़ है, but there are no penalties. People bypass it. They don't do it. It's not Defense being so posh area where I live in. Trust me, I can't go to any outlets over there. for me is the worst area ever. It's a so-called posh area, but with narrow doors and steep stairs and no planning. That even if I go there to request them to make a ramp, I cannot, because I don't want any steep ramp where anyone can fall. Even a normal person cannot climb. So how can I make a wheelchair climb on that ramp?
Yeah.
So public sector should make it mandatory for all building plans to have wheelchair access in terms of parking, ramps and elevators. They should have public service messages, tickets going down, events like some news on it, and rules are very important every way. So that the public sector can play that role, the private sector can make their own places accessible, and then as an individual, as I said, that even a smile and a positive talk could matter a lot.
Farhat, you're an inspiration for so many. What advice would you give to others who are facing physical challenges like yours?
I would say life is a challenge, never give up, believe in your abilities, believe in yourself, and Allah will make ways. Just keep on moving, do not stop. There are times where you feel rejected. There is no harm to feel upset, there is no harm to cry. But that doesn't mean that you take it on your head. You just move forward, you target your goals, and I'm 100% sure that people will walk with you and the ways will open, the corridors will open, and you will achieve your targets.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Farhat. So we're going to move to the games now. My first game is Inspire Fire. I say a word and then you say anything that first comes to your mind. It could be a word, it could be a quick thought, or it could be a short story. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. My first word is challenge.
Part of life.
How about inclusion?
Necessity.
Next is resilience.
Never give up.
What about gratitude?
Always stay humble.
Next, independence.
I think extremely important to face the world.
Last but dearest to our hearts, IoBM.
Amazing place.
Thanks, that was great and it was very quick as well. In conversation with Farhat Rasheed, we're going to head on to our next game, which is called Rapid Fire Round. We have to be really quick. Farhat, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Let's fire away. Who is your biggest inspiration?
My mother.
What's your mantra for staying positive?
To keep smiling.
If you could make one positive change in the world, what would it be?
I would want Pakistan to be very wheelchair friendly.
Good. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Qaid-e-Azam.
And why?
Talk to him that everyone should have the right to move on and Pakistan should be inclusive and equal opportunities for everyone.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
I have received to stay positive in life and just move on.
Most favorite subject and teacher at IoBM?
Favorite subjects are quite a few. I remember Sarah who taught economics really well.
Akil Beg. Alright, what's one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
My confidence maybe, and I must say that all these sympathies have turned into appreciation now.
What's the best investment you've ever made in yourself?
Giving time to my health, that's also important. And no matter how tired I am, I ensure that I do my therapy every day.
Lastly, any word of advice for students who are still studying and alumni who've just graduated and started their career?
Students who are studying here, I would say enjoy the years over here, the best golden years of life. Remember every moment, work really hard, try to be the highest achiever. Once you have a strong base and strong degree in your hand, you can do wonders. Alumni over here, I'm sure they are contributing very positively globally, not only in Pakistan but even internationally, because the strong base you become here, all the courses, all the activities which you do matters a lot. And people who graduate from here, I would say are shining stars and they can excel everything in all walks of life.
Thank you, Farhat, for your time today. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
We hope you do well, and wherever you go, you make us proud and you keep coming back.
I would love to. I would love to be part of IBM anytime.
Thank you so much. That was Farhat Rasheed with us. If you wish to see someone up here from IoBM alumni, please email and let us know. A big thank you to our sponsor partners, Cadbury Dairy Milk and Dreamworld Resort. A huge thanks to our IoBM team who works behind the scenes to make it all come true. Thank you. This is Sarah Mashhood. Take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.